Welcome to Funny and Motivate English Podcast. I'm Vincent, and I'm so excited for today's deep dive.
And I'm Jenny, ready to get into it.
Today, we're exploring something that sounds incredibly cute on the surface, but is it actually beneficial? We're talking about kids reading to dogs.
Yeah.
You know, I saw this article, and
Oh, me too, yeah.
initially I was skeptical. I mean, it's adorable, right?
Yeah.
But is there real educational value here?
Well, I think we're about to find out.
Exactly. So let's dive in. The article starts off talking about how dogs can create a really relaxed and judgment-free environment for learning, which is, like, ideal, especially for kids who might be struggling with reading.
Right, because think about it. In a classroom setting, there can be a lot of pressure on kids to perform,
To read perfectly.
Yeah, exactly. Every mistake can feel like a huge deal.
Oh, totally.
But with a dog, it's completely different. Like, the dog doesn't care if you mispronounce a word or stumble over a sentence.
No, they just want to hear your voice.
Exactly. They're just happy to be there listening, which creates this safe space for kids to practice and improve without feeling self-conscious.
It makes sense. So, okay, it's low pressure, which is great for building confidence, but does that actually translate into tangible reading improvements?
That's the amazing part. It does. You know, when kids read aloud, even to a dog, they're still working on their vocabulary, they're practicing pronunciation, they're improving fluency. It's all happening naturally without it feeling like a chore or a lesson.
It's sneaky learning.
Totally. Like the dog becomes the secret tutor, right?
I love that. A secret tutor.
Guiding them along, helping them improve their skills without them even realizing it's happening.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
But wouldn't a kid get bored, though, reading to a dog? Maybe the same book over and over?
That's what I thought too, no?
But dogs are amazing listeners.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, they really are. They don't judge the material. It could be a comic book, a fantasy novel, even a boring instruction manual.
The Pokemon Go manual for the 100th time. Exactly. And they'll be just as attentive and engaged every single time.
Tails wagging, ready to go.
Yeah. And that kind of positive reinforcement can be so motivating for a child, you know? Like it makes them want to keep reading and keep practicing.
It's a win-win. The kid gets practice and the dog gets some quality time.
Exactly.
But okay, I have to play devil's advocate for a second.
Sure, yeah.
Some might argue that, always reading to a dog could become a crutch. Like, could it make it harder for kids to read confidently in other situations where there isn't a dog present?
That's a good point. And that's why it's really important to remember that reading to dogs is just one tool, right? It's not the only way to improve reading skills. It's about fostering a love for reading in general, building a solid foundation, and creating positive associations with the act of reading itself.
So it's like one piece of the puzzle.
Exactly. As kids gain confidence from reading to dogs, they can then start to branch out, read independently, read in different environments. It's all connected.
I see. It's about building that foundation and that positive relationship with both.
Exactly.
And, let's not forget the physical benefits here.
Oh, right.
I mean, petting a dog can reduce anxiety. It can improve motor skills. There's even research suggesting that it can stimulate the production of, like, oxytocin and serotonin, those feel-good hormones.
That's right. Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's like a built-in stress reliever.
It really is.
Yeah.
When you think about it, it's incredible how such a simple act, like reading to a dog, can have such a profound impact.
I know. It's pretty amazing.
It really makes you think about how we can create more supportive and engaging learning environments in general.
Definitely. We often underestimate the power of just being positive and patient and creating genuine connections. This deep dive has really opened my eyes to the power of just like thinking outside the box when it comes to learning.
Absolutely. So for anyone listening out there, maybe it's time to consider the power of a furry friend in your own learning journey. Whether you're reading, practicing a presentation, or tackling a new skill, remember that a little companionship and unconditional love can go a long way.
For sure.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We'll see you next time for another fascinating exploration. Don't forget to subscribe, and until then, happy learning.